Poplar trees. One of the first things that immediately stands out is the new poplar tree. It's a brand new tree type with a taller, more slender trunk than the classic oak tree. Along with it, Mojang has introduced the complete poplar wood set, allowing players to craft planks, stairs, slabs, doors, trapdoors, fences, signs, and every other standard wooden building block using poplar wood. Its leaves are also thinner and less dense, making the entire biome feel brighter and more open. Many players have already started using poplar wood for both modern and medieval-style builds, thanks to its unique color and clean appearance. Fallen poplar trees. It's not just the trees that are new. You can now also find fallen poplar trees naturally scattered across the forest floor. This small detail makes the Dappled Forest feel much more alive and realistic, as if the biome has existed for years. Besides adding to the scenery, these fallen logs also provide an easy source of wood early in the game. Even more interesting, shelf mushrooms often grow on fallen poplar trees. These mushrooms attach themselves to the sides of the fallen logs, just like real-life bracket fungi that grow on decaying wood.
Shelf mushroom. One of the most unique new blocks in this update is the shelf mushroom. Unlike regular mushrooms that grow on the ground, shelf mushrooms naturally grow on the sides of poplar trees and fallen poplar trees, making the Dappled Forest feel much more realistic. They come in two sizes, small and large. If you find a small shelf mushroom, you can use bone meal to grow it into its larger variant. When broken, a large shelf mushroom drops two shelf mushrooms, making it much easier to farm. But shelf mushrooms aren't just decorative. Just like red and brown mushrooms, they can also be used to craft stew, giving them a practical use in gameplay. If you don't feel like searching the forest, you can also obtain them by trading with a wandering trader. The most interesting feature, however, is their bouncy effect. When a player or mob steps on a shelf mushroom, it slightly compresses and bounces them upward, similar to jumping on a bed.
Colored poplar leaves. For the first time, a single tree type comes with multiple leaf color variations. In addition to the standard green leaves, you can now find red poplar leaves, orange poplar leaves, yellow poplar leaves. These new variations give the Dappled Forest the appearance of a vibrant autumn woodland, filled with stunning shades of red, orange, and yellow. Many players have even called it one of the most beautiful biomes Mojang has ever created. Red shrub. Another new addition to the vegetation is the red shrub. This decorative plant naturally generates in small clusters throughout the Dappled Forest, adding vibrant red accents that make the forest floor feel more alive and diverse. Although it looks like a simple decorative plant, the red shrub does have a few practical uses. Like many other plants, it can be placed into a composter to help produce bone meal. Interestingly, using bone meal on a red shrub doesn't make it grow into a larger version. Instead, it spreads by generating a new red shrub on a nearby block, as long as there's enough space. This mechanic makes red shrubs very easy to propagate, allowing players to quickly decorate gardens, pathways, and the areas around their builds without constantly returning to the Dappled Forest to collect more. Despite being a simple addition, the red shrub has become a favorite among builders thanks to the extra variety it brings to Minecraft's natural landscapes. Abandoned camps. One of the most exciting additions in this update is the introduction of abandoned camps. While exploring the Dappled Forest, you'll now come across long-forgotten campsites, complete with campfires, simple tents, and chests. What's interesting is that no two abandoned camps are exactly the same. Mojang uses a collection of modular structure pieces, allowing each camp to generate with slightly different layouts and variations depending on where it appears. The chests and barrels scattered throughout the camps can also contain useful loot, rewarding players who take the time to explore. As a result, abandoned camps serve as more than just environmental decoration or world building. They also give players another reason to venture into the Dappled Forest in search of hidden treasures. Wool stairs and wool slabs. Mojang has finally added a feature the Minecraft community has been requesting for years. Every color of wool now comes with its own wool stairs, wool slabs. This means builders can now create sofas, layered carpets, rooftops, and countless other decorative designs without relying on full blocks. Although it's a relatively small addition, the community has welcomed it with enthusiasm because it greatly expands the possibilities for building and interior decoration.